So carrying on here with the little series I got going on with locations in Fallout 76 compared to real life. In this one, we're going to be touring Camden Park, which is an actual amusement park in West Virginia. The sign looks dead on the one in game. It's just Mr. Fuzzy. And in real life, it's a clown. And you can see the amusement park a little past the sign, just like how it's set up in game. Let's do this. I am excited to tour this, and I went with my family, so I may get some reviews from them too. Yeah, let's do this, guys. So they got the entrance too at the same spot. I'll be giving y'all a full experience over going to Camden Park. I wouldn't have even known about this if it wasn't a location in Fallout 76, and they did a great job replicating this in game compared to real life. And I gotta say, coming here was a blast. I genuinely had a great time, and my family did too. I'm glad I took the trip because I feel like this was a good core memory for everyone. This is a great place to take the family, or just to go out on a date here too. Camden Park is located in Huntington, West Virginia. Definitely worth a trip to come out here sometime and show them some support. I'm sure they would appreciate more business, which is one of the reasons why I'm deciding to make this video. And no, I'm not being sponsored by them or anything. I just genuinely want to help this small town amusement park. And the prices for getting into this amusement park isn't that horrible compared to other amusement parks. As you can see, it's only $22.99. And you can get a season pass for $104.99, as well as an all-season parking pass for $29.99. Which, by the way, it does cost to park here. It's $8 to park if you just park for the day. So overall, not too horrible, especially with the memories you'll make here. But yeah, I'll have a link down below in the description to their website where you can purchase the tickets online to save you some money. The website also has their address and the hours of operation and more. Feel free to check that out. Like I mentioned before, this small town amusement park would definitely appreciate the support. After all, a fun fact, it is the only remaining amusement park in West Virginia. Speaking of support, if you get hungry, the food isn't that pricey here. For it being an amusement park especially. Food is on the cheaper side. And also they have a gift shop here too, which you can find right from the entrance here. It's located over here in this building through these double doors. In here you can find loads of different Camden Park merchandise, such as cups, t-shirts, pins, and even magnets. I actually got me a magnet and I put it on my fridge. So yeah, definitely be sure to check out the gift shop while you are here. It's nice and cool in here too with the air conditioning on. And also there's a arcade place to play at in here too. But yeah, now let's go ahead and get into the rides and setup. First off, do you recognize this sign? You see this sign plenty in game. The developers did a great job replicating this in the game. This sign is a map for the amusement park to let you know where the rides and stuff are located at. When I first saw this at Camden Park, I got excited because I recognized this immediately from the game. Anyway, speaking of where things are located at, let's go ahead and get into the rides and where they are located at compared to Fallout 76. So when first entering into the park, as you will see in the game, the entrance to this big roller coaster is actually located to our right, and it's called the Widowmaker. In real life, this big roller coaster is located to our left, and it's actually called the Big Dipper. This is the biggest roller coaster that Camden Park has. And by the way, the developers did compact everything in the game, so everything is closer in the game in comparison of size. However, I will say the setup design over this roller coaster's tracks is set up pretty daggone similar compared to real life. I'll go ahead and give you all a point of view over going on this, and also, most importantly, a review of it too. The developers did a good job replicating this in game. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it is really identical. This is what it looks like when you're getting on the Big Dipper, and I gotta say, the lines were really short and fast. At least today we went, which is awesome. And no, there's nothing like in the center of the roller coaster like there is in game.
These are huge seats.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
You excited?
Why these seats are so huge?
Well, they make sure you're in there.
I sound like knees for the slide.
All right, here we go.
What'd you think of it?
It was a great ride.
Yeah?
But it was really high.
Yeah.
But it was,
Remind you of the Beast from Kings Island a little bit?
yeah, but it has a long jump, and this ride is smaller than the Beast.
Yeah.
Way smaller.
Yeah, it's smaller than the Beast, but that tunnel.
Reminds me of the Beast.
Yeah, the tunnel did? Yeah, it reminds you of it? All right. So what was your favorite part about the Big Dipper?
The second drop.
The second drop?
Second drop.
Do you like the tunnel system in it?
Me too, yeah. I love it.
That was nice. That reminds me of the Beast from Kings Island.
The farther you sit backwards, the more rougher it gets.
Oh, if you sit all the way back?
Yeah.
Huh. Did it feel rough to you, Aiden? It is a wooden roller coaster,
He
so.
was on like the second row.
No,
We rode the first row in the beginning.
no, I was in the first row, like the first cart. Yeah. I wonder.
Why does this look like it can fall out?
So yeah, overall a fun roller coaster. We rode it multiple times. Only criticism I have over it, it is an older one, so it definitely does bump you around. But other than that, it was a great ride. Anyways, carrying on here with the left side of the amusement park. Here's what else you can see in real life. There's quite a bit of different rides compared to in-game. And actually something that I figured out, I actually looked up. In-game, you could find this ride right here called Radioactive Roundup. And it's like the ride where you stand up and hold the bars and it just spins you around in circles. Well, it turns out that similar ride used to be at Camden Park a long time ago. It actually got removed in 2016. And Fallout 76 got released in 2018. So it makes me wonder if Bethesda came here in 2015 or something to like plot out how they were going to design it in game. Either way, they set this ride up called Radioactive Roundup around the same exact location where you could find the ride at Camden Park, except it was called Bullseye and not Radioactive Roundup. Yeah, that's about it for the left side when entering the park. Further in this video, I will be showing off more rides, like my perspective riding them, as well as a review over them, but at the moment I just want to show you more similarities. Like for example, these little shops that you can find at Camden Park. They're like little shops with an overhang that looks like this, and you can find these in game as well. There's just way more of them in game, but I can see where they got the design from. You can find these in Camden Park. However, over here there's also a carousel, and that's not the case in game. It looks entirely different, but they definitely were inspired with some of the buildings in real life and put them in the game. Anyways, now let's move on from this side and let's head on over to the right side of the park when entering it. Over here, there's a lot of differences. There's not a lot of games like you see on the right side here, and there's not also this good food area that you see in game. I will say though, if you do enter the park and keep straight, there are some similarities here compared to in the game on the right side. So it seems like they're inspired by certain areas and things in the park and decided to add what they could in certain places, since you know they have to compact things in the game. Here is a comparison of what it looks like if you take a right when entering the park. So as you just saw, the place where we eat at in-game is non-existent. There's actually a ride there instead called the Whip. And where the games are, there's actually a lift ride that takes you pretty high up to get some nice views of the park.
You see the water ride over there?
Yeah, I see it. It has two hills. It has one.
There's the parking lot. Entrance.
But something they did do well on the right side is the Camden Park Express. This is an actual thing in the park, except instead of being on one of these carts and going around this track that surrounds this whole field, you get on a train. And this goes around the whole area. Obviously, in game, it's more compact like usual, and in real life, it's way larger. Also, over here at the actual park, this area is like a water park. It also has a small roller coaster you can get on called the Little Dipper, as well as some other rides too. I'll get more into those later. But yeah, it looks totally different from in-game over here. In-game, it's just a playground, and it also has a place where you can eat. But they did do a good job with the tracks circling around this field, because that's actually a thing at the actual park too. Here's a quick little tour over walking over in this area past the Camden Park Express. Yeah, it gives off a total different vibe in-game past the Camden Park Express. And this is supposed to be the area too, because, you know, what they did get right is the tracks surrounding this whole field. And that's the same case for in real life. But they didn't add any water slides or a roller coaster or any kind of rides over here. They didn't even add the big pond. It's just a playground and a place where you can eat at. But hey, at least they got the track right, I guess. Lets us know where we're at the park for the players who have ever seen this place or visited it in real life, like you guys are getting to see now. Okay, so that's about wrapping up the tour over Camden Park and the comparison of it to Fallout 76's Camden Park. Now, let's go ahead and get into the rides. I'm going to go ahead and ask my son and nephew what were some of their favorites.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's like my second favorite.
What was your first?
Oh, the Big Dipper.
Yeah, the Big Dipper. What about you, Aiden? What was your favorite?
Probably the big swing.
Oh, yeah. The Rattler?
Yeah.
And then what was your second favorite?
Probably this.
This or the Big Dipper?
The big Dipper.
The Big Dipper you liked more? Yeah, that was relaxing.
Open it up. Is that like that?
Okay.
Hopefully this chain reacts many more people to come out and visit this place, because I think that will be a great chain reaction for this park to help better it. It'll reel in more money to help Camden Park and their rides. Maybe that'll help them eventually add some new rides, and maybe they'll fix some rides up and renew them, like the Big Dipper, for one big example. Feel free to share this with someone. That would be amazing, but you know, that's totally up to you if you want to take the time to do that. And heck, since we're here at the end, also, if you did enjoy this, consider leaving a like too, please, or a comment. That also helps get the video more out there so this can reach more people. But yeah, I'm out of here though, everyone. As always, most importantly, I appreciate y'all taking the time watching and listening to this. Until next time, peace.